We're Jordan and Rachel. We renovated our 1965 vintage camper back in 2019, and now we travel around the U.S. with our 2 dogs, doing our best to carry on our family legacy and travel affordably. In today's video, we visit Tahquamenon Falls, take a dip in the river, and make a rookie mistake on the trail. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the Upper Peninsula. We are on 123 heading north-ish, but we are an hour away from the campground, I think, which I'm really excited about because we really need to be done for a while with driving. So we really need to put some roots down for a few days, and we're looking forward to it, especially Ernie. He's tuckered out. This is pretty much what the UP looks like. The last time we drove through the UP was like 8 years ago, and we went up to Minnesota this way from Indiana. So we took actually Highway 2. We're on 123. But it was pretty much like this. Lots of trees, not a lot of places to stop, and not a lot of places to pee either, unless you want to go down in the ditch. So that's a personal choice. One we hope we don't have to make in the next hour. We have arrived. We are at Tahquamenon Falls! Yay! And Jordan is checking in when you pull up to the house, the little building back here. They just tell you to, especially if you have your Michigan passport, by the way, totally worth it if you're gonna do a few trips. Get your pass and save yourself a little bit of money and trouble and time coming into these parks. But they just told us to pull up and walk back with our license plate number in hand and check in, and then they'll let us go back to our site. Somebody is ready to be done, and somebody else is there with him. It's been like deserted roads most of the way here, and then when we get here, gosh, there's like a ton of cars coming in and out of the park. So I'm excited that there are lots of people here. Tomorrow the plan is to go in the heat of the day to go to the lower falls and swim. That is the only thing I wanted to do in this whole trip. I love hiking, but I love hiking when it ends in a swim too. So that's a rare thing when you can take your dog swimming in state park grounds. So we're gonna roll up these windows and we are gonna go to camp. Yay.
Are you gonna get him out?
Do you want me to?
Can't hurt, it'll be a little bit while we fill up. I'm probably gonna put on 30 gallons.
Hello, would you like to get out for just a little bit while we get water? If mom can get it on. Yeah, good job. Where we at? Shake, shake. Where's Dad? What's he up to? We've got about how many gallons we're putting? 30? Hey, look. So we're doing a totally millennial thing, and we are using our air fryer to warm up leftover pizza from last night that we got in Bay City, because we are now in Tahquamenon Falls and the food options are pretty limited up here. So we're planning on cooking the rest of this week. Is it done?
Not yet. A couple more minutes.
Good morning. It's Tuesday at Tahquamenon Falls. It's our first full day here, and we decided this morning to drive down to the lower falls parking lot and go down to see the falls. Ernie had been really tired, and so we decided that it would be better if we just drove. And we might hike down to it later this week, because there is a trail that goes from the back of the campground over to the falls. It's about a mile, I think, and so we are going to see how we feel at the end of the week, aka Thursday. But we were supposed to get some rain tomorrow, so tomorrow we may head out this area to explore somewhere else. But we're here. It's not that crowded, at least it doesn't look to be so far, and it's 73 degrees. I think the high today is 80, so it should be nice. So we're gonna check it out.
Hello.
Are you having a good day?
No.
Are you gonna tell them that we just had a big fight before we came here?
No.
About who's carrying the bag?
Well, I took the time.
No. Don't explain it. It's fine. It's over. You don't rehash it. Abundantly clear to me that lots of people do not stay within the fence here. Say what?
I said the water is so cold, but even though my phone is waterproof, I can't put it underwater. It turns it off.
We made it to the lower falls! Yes! It's beautiful. We're gonna We kind of planned to swim actually while we were here, and I just haven't gotten in yet. The current is pretty strong on this side, so you have to be kind of careful, but I think I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. Ernie's swim a little bit, but not too much, just mostly like laid down in it, but he's doing great, and there are other people here with dogs, and he's real distracted by that, so he's having fun. But gosh, it's beautiful. You think he's gonna get up there on the branch with you? Heck no, I'm gonna be with my mom.
Such a turd. The fact that the falls are this massive and this extensive is really cool. I think they said there's 5 falls in all. So we've passed, what, 3, I think? And then there's also the Upper Falls, which, according to one of the signs, the Upper Falls is actually older than the Lower Falls, which is where we're at now. So maybe later in the week we will take a trip up to the Upper Falls. We can hike there from the campground. So we'll see what that looks like later. But overall, I think it's definitely worth taking the 3/4 of a mile hike up from the visitor center, and then kind of going out on your own a little bit once the trail ends, getting into the water. Just watch your step. Some of it's pretty slippery, and there's also some pretty deep holes, which Rachel found, being a little shorter than I am. So
the trail doesn't end.
No, the trail doesn't technically end, but it just kind of makes you go off trail if you want to get into the water.
No, it's not off trail either. It's boardwalk. It's off the boardwalk.
Okay, off the boardwalk.
Yeah, the boardwalk ends, but that's it really. I'm sure what you see in the camera does not do it justice. There's actually a big drop there, or a big-ish drop, maybe like 3 feet, 4 feet. And some of us decided to just go ahead and get in. Some of us weren't so brave.
Some of us had to watch the dog.
The dog wouldn't get all the way in. We thought he might want to swim, but he actually did. He changed his mind. So we are back from the Lower Falls adventure and swimming, but we had one casualty, and I'm really sad because this rarely ever happens to me, and when it does, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, what happened? How did this happen? But I took my watch off because I was not sure that it was 100% waterproof, and I was like, okay, just to be safe, I'm just gonna take it off. Well, you can tell I was protective of this watch. Jordan got it for me, and I took it off and I strapped it to the backpack. Well, the backpack has, where I strapped it was where the clip closes so that you can get in and out of the bag. And then I asked Jordan to put my zip up inside of the bag because it had the camera and my phone in it, and I was like, put it in the dry bag just so that everything is, we're sure that it's gonna stay dry. Unfortunately, I think he didn't notice that the watch was clipped there, and when he opened the bag to put my stuff inside, the watch fell, and he didn't notice it. So when we got back, he was like, hey, here's your bag. I didn't unpack it yet. I was taking a shower, and I started looking for the watch. I knew that I noticed that it wasn't there, but I assumed he put it inside the bag, but it's gone. So he is back walking that trail again right now to see if he can find it in or near the water. I doubt he will. Someone will have already found it. It's busy, but we'll see.